Hello friends, welcome to Dr. Vet channel. I am Dr. P.R. Patel, Professor and Head Veterinary Medicine. We continue with the disease Echinococosis Part 2. In this, we will study pathogenesis, clinical findings, diagnosis, treatment and control of endoparasitic cystodal disease Echinococosis. Pathogenesis. When large number of the adult worms are ingested or when happened into the dog intestine, they cause the harm. The small numbers are not much harmful. So when large number of adult worms attack on intestine, it is harmful, otherwise not in the dog. But the occurrence of hydatid cyst in domestic animal that causes trouble. The pathogenesis and thereby the clinical signs of hydatid cyst depends on four factors. One is the organ involved, lung is involved, liver is involved, or other organ is involved. Number of presence of cyst, large number cause more harm, less number less harm. Size of cyst, normal size is 5 to 10 centimeter, but it can grow large, maximum up to 50 centimeters. So size of cyst also decide pathogenesis and clinical symptoms and the severity of the infestations. Continue with the pathogenesis. The cyst causes space occupying lesion because cyst itself has its own space, so it causes pressure on the neighboring organ if the sufficient space is not available, and there is pressure atrophy of the organ, so there will be atrophy of that organ. If there is a large cyst in lungs, it causes atelectasis of the lung and it is manifested by dyspnea and cough. If there is large cyst in the liver, it causes liver dysfunction, liver insufficiency. The symptoms are ascites and digestive abnormality. The ascites are due to two reasons. One, the liver is affected, so protein synthesis is not proper, hypoproteinemia, and that leads to increased osmotic pressure and ascites, accumulation of more fluid into the peritoneal cavity. And because the liver is affected, the bile is also affected, so digestion is not proper. So it may lead to a digestive abnormality, mostly the diarrhea. The toxin is produced by cyst and that causes a symptom fever, diarrhea, and occasionally death. So cyst also produce toxin that is also a dangerous for the animal. Clinical findings of echinococosis or say hydatid cyst or hydatididosis. Initially when the cysts are small in size, no symptom is observed. A small cyst cannot produce symptoms. And the clinical signs are based on, we have already seen in pathogenesis, depends on number of cysts, the size of cyst, the location of cyst, the severity of the infection. The large size cyst causes hepatic insufficiency. So all the symptoms of hepatic insufficiency is observed. Digestive disturbance, ascites. The cyst produce toxin manifested by fever. There is diarrhea due to two reasons. One reason is the liver is affected. Second reason, indigestion caused by the affecting the liver cyst, and liver is affected, so indigestion occurs. Diarrhea is also due to the toxin secreted by cyst. When there is alveolar hydatidosis in lungs, and you know that this cyst is a space occupying lesion, and it occupy the space in the lung, causes the lung atelectasis, that is collapsing of the alveoli, which is manifested by dyspnea and dry cough. Mortality is generally higher in sheep, as the sheep are more susceptible than other domestic animals. Sometimes rupture of cyst causes allergic condition, anaphylactic shock, and animal is found dead. Diagnosis. Clinical signs are not a diagnostic, but detailed clinical examination of liver for the presence of cyst diagnosis is possible. Similarly, detailed clinical examination by various methods, lungs, for the presence of cyst also help in diagnosis. Detailed methods we will see later on. See, the liver and lungs can be diagnosed by X-rays and ultrasonography. Clinician can detect the size of cyst, presence of cyst, in which organ, that is very easy diagnosis with the help of this latest method, X-ray and ultrasonography. One important test to diagnose the hydatid cyst is Cassoni test. In this, it is a skin test. It is used for the diagnosis of hydatid cyst. Here, intradermal injection of 0.1 to 0.2 ml of sterilized fluid from the hydatid cyst are collected, and it is injected intradermal, 0.1 to 0.2 ml. The site of injection is skin of neck of suspected animal. If the animal is positive for hydatid cyst, hydatid infection, there is a red will response, a red raised area just like a round will formation, red will response, and this will is of size 0.5 to 3 centimeter in diameter, quite large, on the skin at the site of injection within 5 to 10 minutes. This Cassoni test provide very quick diagnosis. And I told you that X-ray, ultrasonography of the important organ, liver, lungs, and other organs uh, can be cyst can be diagnosed. Treatment: drainage of the cyst, removal of fluid from the cyst, that is aspiration of cyst fluid with the help of syringe and needle, long needle. Then irrigation of cyst cavity by injecting salt solution into the cyst to kill the parasites. Drain this solution outside. Here, take care that this cyst fluid should not enter into the body. It should be withdrawn very carefully. Otherwise, this fluid containing oncospheres colitis may produce cyst in other organs also. So while aspirating the cyst fluid, be careful that the cyst fluid should not be leaked out into the abdominal cavity. Surgical removal of cyst, there must be complete removal. Otherwise, chances of this oncospheres may cause other cysts. Continue the treatment. Anthelmic treatment is given to kill the protoscolax. But this anthelmintic don't kill the germinal membrane. Germinal membrane is there, and germinal membrane will generate the protoscolax. So it will not help. But benzimidazole, praziquantel at a very high dosage can reduce the infection rate, and other symptomatic and supportive treatment is given for early recovery. There are three steps for the control. First step is control via animal. In that, anthelmic treatment of a dog at a maximum interval of 6 weeks. That means regular deworming of a dog. Very important step. Second step, proper disposal of dog feces, because the egg remain viable in an environment for about 1 year. Prevent the dog from roaming here and there, because dog may defecate anywhere. Uncooked meat should not be fed to the dog. Maybe because there are chances that meat, liver, lung may be infected with the cyst. And proper disposal of dead sheep, because if there is no proper disposal, dogs and other carnivores may eat the offal of a sheep and may get infection if the sheep is infected. The second step is control via chemotherapies. This benzimidazole preparation, praziquantel at a higher doses, can also be used. Third step is the control via environment. I told you that the eggs remain viable for about a year, and eggs are resistant to many disinfectants. Dog can defecate anywhere. It is uncertain. But this desiccation or dry heat kills these eggs. Remember this thing. So desiccation and dry heat should be followed wherever they are dogs to prevent the infection to the domestic animals. Friends, we conclude the hydatidosis, and echinococosis with this presentation. Request you to share the information to veterinary students and veterinarians. It is very much useful. I have oversimplified the information, and to grow this channel. I frequently request you to subscribe this channel. Thank you very much for observing these videos.